Welcome back to Good Morning San Diego. It's cold out here, and you're in this ridiculous shirt.
It's not cold.
Jeez, Dave Stahl.
Come on, do I feel cold?
Oh,
Look
gosh.
See that? You needed that. Now you're good for the rest of the show.
What's that, a 220-volt
Easy.
frozen hand?
I'm warm. What are you
All right,
talking about?
Dave, I got to tell you, you bring a lot of interesting cars here. This, by far, is one of the hottest,
I know.
amazing-looking vehicles
know.
I've ever seen.
And it was at the auto
What is
show.
it?
It was at the auto show. It's called the GTT. It was at the auto show. I got all excited about it. I was gonna, when we all went down here, I was gonna highlight it. Well, we didn't get around to it.
Okay.
And I was totally crushed. So I reached out to Driven, which is a PR firm. Lovely ladies in the back taking photos as we speak. And she hooked me up with Kenny. And Kenny is the builder of this car. How you doing, bud?
Good, how are you?
Kenny, what's your last name?
Fitzer.
Kenny Fitzer. All right.
From 0 to
so
60 Designs.
0 to 60 Designs. Now, tell me, you took a Mustang, right?
I took a Mustang platform. Kind of wanted inspiration of the GT40 version, and I wanted to build something completely out of the box. Like, I'm not a normal builder where you take a hot rod, cut it up.
Yeah.
I'm very into engineering, developing R&D, manufacturing parts in-house. So we're the next technology company that basically builds crazy cars out of nothing.
All right, so let's just go. Let's take a look here. So this panel normally would be, you'd have a flared fender and you would have a panel, but then you added some other things to it. Tell me about that.
So when we do a panel, basically we scan the car, which is a 3D model scanning. We developed that in CATIA, and then we actually redesigned the whole entire fender from scratch. We just take the mounting points of the factory car and actually design our own body around it.
So these are panels that you built
These are all
in 6
composite
weeks?
panels, everything, the whole car, except for the only thing that's remaining is a roof.
Do you actually pour the panels in your shop?
We machine full tools out of foam,
which
is an A-surface tool, which is a B-side tool, and actually lay them up in composites, vacuum form, bag the parts, and actually put them right on the car.
What are you most proud of? I mean, I just love, this really is very, I'm going to say it Ferrari-ish, right?
Yeah, it's GT40-ish.
Yeah. GT40-ish. Okay, so
the
very
guys
cool.
like that way better.
You've got this scoop.
Yeah,
Does that do anything?
got the air vents
that?
for the braking system, intakes, exit. We're really managing on power, speed, and aerodynamics.
Functional?
Yeah, everything will be. It is functional.
So that
does like the rear brakes. So everything is designed around aerodynamics, functionality.
Yeah, so you've got some ground effects going on here.
Yeah, everything's designed for aerodynamics.
But once you're all done with it, and see how beautiful it is,
Yeah.
and then somebody rolls up on it with a grocery cart and smacks into the side of the door.
This is a really interesting piece of this.
So, Kenny hooked up with Solar Guard, which is a San Diego-based company. Come on over here, and your name is?
Kendall Combs.
So Kendall, well, that's a great name. You ought to be a race car driver.
Thank you.
I know. What are you doing with solar? So you hooked up with Kenny, and a lot of times people will put the little clear bra on the front of it, for the scratches, zings and dents. What you guys did
is we wrapped this entire vehicle in Clear Shield Pro paint protection film.
I'm looking for seams. I don't see any seams.
You're
Tell
not
me
gonna
about your
find them.
process. So what you're talking about is putting a film over the paint.
Exactly.
And well, how do you vacuum seal that?
No, it's used as a pressure sensitive adhesive, a little bit of water, a little bit of alcohol mixture, put it on, and then we use a squeegee, comes right across. You wouldn't believe it, but it comes on invisible, covers the entire car.
And anybody could do it, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I want to see that.
Tell me what the advantage is to having that done on your car.
Well, if you want to preserve the beautiful look of a car like this, or even your everyday car, you're going to need to protect it. And just as he said, whether it be shopping carts or vandals coming with keys, or even a little fender bender, if you want to protect the original, authentic paint of your vehicle, you're going to need to have protection.
How does a plastic film do that?
Well, it's magic, is what
That's
we say.
magic. That's what I wanted to hear.
No, but it's a TPU barrier with our proprietary hard coat that's going to prevent the film from being damaged, prevent the car from being damaged.
Fantastic.
And we're really proud that somebody like Kenny and 0 to 60
when
Designs
you're taking a supercar,
Come on over here, Kenny.
When you're taking a supercar and racing it and running it,
tracking it.
You spend $30,000-$40,000 painting a car. I don't have to worry about the rock chips as much as I am.
So tell me, what does this? What would this car cost me?
So this baseline car bet would be between 125 and 150, depending on the upgrades, motor upgrades, interior upgrades, everything. So we start with a base package at 125, complete car, everything, wheels, tires, everything.
That's a full-on supercar at this point.
Full supercar.
That's not a bad price. It's not a bad price to get a personalized supercar.
And every single car we build will be personalized to them. Their color, their interior colors, everything. So we don't want you to buy a car that
looks like mine.
I don't want to settle.
So we'll put all this information on KUSI.com, guys. Thanks so much.
Great
work, beautiful work.
Thank
One
you.
of the hottest things I've ever seen.
I knew you'd like
done.
this.
Yeah, absolutely, Dave.
You didn't even look at the back.
Not yet, but I
You
will
will.
in a minute. We'll be back with more Good Morning San Diego in just a moment. I'm going to go look back.